The 2022-2023 NBA season is right around the corner, and this is usually around the time where people give their predictions on the next season, and today I'm here to give mine. Now, if you're a new viewer who hasn't seen my content before, make sure you stick around to the very end. And if you like the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And if you're a returning viewer, make sure you do so as well. But without further ado, let's get into my award predictions for the 2022-2023 NBA season. Now for the MVP award, I have Jason Tatum, and this is a controversial pick that goes against the normal NBA opinion. Jason Tatum is my MVP for next season, and here's why. The criteria to win the MVP award has always been the best player on the best team, or a player that was so good that season that you couldn't deny him from the award. Guys like Nikola Jokic and Russell Westbrook are prime examples of that, but I think that Jason Tatum will win it because he'll be the best player on the best team, and the Celtics next season will have the best record. The Celtics will finish as a top 2 seed, and Jason Tatum will put up the stats to back it up. And if you look at Jason Tatum's career so far, he's literally gotten better every single season. He's gone from 14 points, 16 points, 23 points, 26 points, and 27 points. And his rebound and assist numbers have also improved. So I think you'd be foolish to think that he wouldn't continue that trend. Next season, I could see him averaging anywhere between 28 to 29 points a game and getting 7 to 8 boards while also dishing out 5 to 6 assists. And improving his efficiency on top of that. He'll become a better finisher as he has every single season. He'll become a much improved playmaker, which he has done every single season. And I think that the finals loss has just lit a fire under him. He understands his skill set. He understands how talented he is, and he knows the only thing holding him back is his aggressiveness on offense. So the finals will definitely be added motivation. And looking at other MVP candidates, guys like Giannis, Luka, Jokic, and Embiid, I think Tatum has the skill set to put up similar stats to those guys. Like with Embiid, I think that the emergence of Tyrese Maxey, and I'm pretty sure James Harden will come back better than he was last year. Joel Embiid will have to share the load a little more and won't be able to average as much. And with Luka, I think that he'll always have the stats, but I just don't think that his team will ever be good enough. And with Jokic, even though I do see the Nuggets finishing as a high seed in the West, I don't see anyone getting 3 straight MVPs anymore. So then that leaves us with Giannis. Giannis will definitely have a great team and he'll have the stats. But I think that Tatum could give you close to those same stats while also having the better team. So Tatum is my MVP pick for next season. Now for Rookie of the Year, I've got Paolo Banchero. And this one is pretty simple to me. Paolo is the best player out of this draft class. He's got the highest upside, and even though I do believe that the Magic will be a lot better this season, he's in the most favorable position. I think right away from day one he'll have the green light to take over that offense. And if you want to look at the Summer League, I think that he looked like the most NBA ready prospect. Even though Keegan Murray did bring home the Summer League MVP, I still felt like Paolo was better and was the more NBA ready prospect. Now I'm not saying that this award race will be a wash. I do believe Keegan Murray will be right behind Paolo, but to me, ultimately, Paolo being the first option on this Magic team will give him the edge, and that's who I have as my Rookie of the Year. Now for my Defensive Player of the Year, I have Robert Williams. Now my pick wasn't always Robert Williams. At first I actually had Jaren Jackson, but that was before it was reported that he would miss 4 to 6 months to start the season, so that completely derailed his hopes. I thought Jaren Jackson would have the best defensive stats, he'd be the most consistent, and the Grizzlies would be much more improved defensively. But since he's out, I've got Robert Williams, and to me, Robert Williams last season showed flashes of becoming a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. Every season he's been in the league where he's gotten more minutes, he's flourished, and he's improved every year. These last 2 seasons where he's played starter minutes, he's been a 2-block and 1 steal a night type of guy. And as he becomes more polished and gains more experience on the defensive end, that'll be scary for the rest of the league. And the Boston Celtics will still be the best defensive team in the league next year, and usually the best defensive player on the best defensive team wins the award. So that's why I believe Robert Williams will win Defensive Player of the Year. And now moving on to the 6th Man of the Year, I've got Jordan Poole. And this one to me was a pretty easy pick. But my 2 runner-ups would be Tyler Herro and Malcolm Brogdon. And the reason I didn't pick Tyler Herro to win the award is because he just won it last season. And more than likely I do see him starting. So for me it wouldn't be Tyler Herro. And then for Malcolm Brogdon, yeah, he will come off the bench, but I don't see him playing better than Jordan Poole. What Jordan Poole did last year was extremely impressive. And it seemed like he improved every single game. and he also kept that up in the playoffs. So this one is a pretty easy pick to me in this Jordan Poole. And for my most improved player of the year award, I've got Anthony Simons. Anthony Simons last season showed me star potential, and he's improved so much. He's become a better finisher around the rim, he's becoming a better playmaker, and the offensive side as a whole is becoming more fluid. And I think that all of the attention that Dame is going to get next season, that will only help Anthony Simons, because Anthony Simons is still a really good off the ball shooter. Last season on catch and shoot threes, he shot over 45%, so that's further proof that Anthony Simons will excel next to Damian Lillard. Now this award race definitely wasn't a runaway, because to me I could have easily gone with Tyrese Maxey, but to me I think that Anthony Simons will have more of an opportunity in Portland. Tyrese Maxey in Philly will have to share the ball with two other ball dominant players who aren't really used to playing off the ball, and yeah, he will improve. I do think that he'll have to share the load a lot, and a lot more than Anthony Simons. Whereas in Portland, I think that Damian Lillard would be more capable of playing off the ball, and overall Anthony Simons will have more of an opportunity, and that's who I have winning the most improved player award going into next season. And for the coach of the year award next season, I've got Michael Malone. The Nuggets last season finished as a 6th seed, and that was without Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr., and that left them with only Nikola Jokic, who was responsible for 59% of the Nuggets offense last season. And with all that being said, the fact that they were only one game back from the 5th seed, I think that that is extremely impressive. And with the guys that they've added and the guys that they'll be getting back, at best they'll be a top 2 seed in the West next season. And that's a big improvement from the 6th seed last season. Another guy I could have given this award to would have been Tyronn Lue. Last season, without Kawhi Leonard and only 30 games of Paul George, he led the Clippers to a 42-40 record. And I'm 100% sure that with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, he'll lead this team to more wins. But ultimately, since I do have the Nuggets finishing higher than the Clippers, I do have Michael Malone winning this award. So that's who I have as my coach of the year. And those are my 2022-2023 NBA award predictions. Now, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. Leaving a like helps push the video out to more people and overall helps out with the algorithm. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. If you have a video idea that you will want me to do next, make sure to leave it down below in the comment section. All of my social media links will be down below. More videos just like this one on the way soon. And as always, I'm out. Peace.